Hey Freedom Family, I'm Mark, and I am so glad that you're here at _Freedom for Life _. I have a conversation for you today, and it's this one. How can you have guaranteed confidence in every area of your life? Well, I'm going to tell you how to do that right now, so let's get started, shall we? And as we're getting started, could you do me a favor? Become part of the Freedom Family by subscribing, and do me a favor, hit that notification bell so you can be a part of every conversation that we're having. So how can you have guaranteed confidence in your life? It reminds me of a conversation I had with a friend this week. He was talking to me. In fact, it was 2 weeks ago. I was talking to him, and he said that he needed to have something done. And I told him, hey, that's great. I'm glad you need that, because I can do that for you, because I'm the whole package. And he harassed me a little bit and talked to me a little bit about humility. And what I told him was this. I said, hey, I am being humble, because here's the truth of the matter. I am the best Mark Collins of anybody that I know. And he looked at me like it was kind of strange. But what I told him was this. I said, hey, I am so confident that God made me to be the best me that I can be, that I'm not the whole package because I'm you. I'm the whole package because I'm exactly who I'm supposed to be. I told him this. I said, hey, what's the issue in Christianity that we're dealing with? It's humility versus arrogance, right? Problem with that is that in Christianity, we think that humility is me putting myself down and elevating God, which is interesting, because in the Bible, every conversation I saw where God was speaking to his children, he never put them down to elevate himself. In fact, what he did was the opposite, and told them exactly who he created them to be, even if they weren't living it at the moment. So what's humility and what's arrogance? Is humility me putting myself down to elevate God, which isn't biblical, or me speaking exactly who I see God making me to be so that I align with who he says that I am? At the end of the day, how do you have confidence in every situation? It starts with this: realizing that you're the best you of anybody in the world, meaning this: nobody can be better at being you than you are. And so if you're that person walking into it, then how can it be anything else but humility? See, the question isn't this: why do I feel that way about myself? The question is, why don't you? True humility is aligning with who God says you are. And it doesn't come from naming your shortcomings. It comes from realizing your gifts. Nobody ever blessed the world, changed the world, impacted the world by looking at their shortcomings, but by being excellent at their giftings. So at the end of the day, are you the whole package? Are you everything that you were created to be, and in that place, investing in the world in the ways that you're supposed to? It's not arrogance to see the gifting that God created inside you and using it to change the world. It's arrogance to say that you don't have anything to offer and to not allow yourself to be used in the ways that God would have for you to be used. So are you the whole package? Do you have on the inside of you everything that's needed for the life that you're called to, for the freedom that you're supposed to live, for the impact that you're supposed to have? I'm telling you, you do. So why don't we walk humbly before God and before man by simply seeing the truth of who we are and living it out? And in that place, who you are will impact the world. Walk humbly before God, but don't walk less than who you were created to be. And I know you're telling me, oh, well, this Christian tradition is that I'm always saying that if but for God, I couldn't do anything. You're absolutely right. But that's the truth that God already knows, so why do you keep saying it? It's like saying this with your parents, saying, I wouldn't be here without you. You both know that. My parents know that. But the truth of the matter is, it doesn't mean I can't have the impact in the world that I'm called to. By recognizing what's inside you, you recognize the things that you get to do. And in that place, God is glorified and you're blessed. You're the whole package. You have everything on the inside of you for all the things that you're created for. God isn't adding to you. He's revealing in you what he's already given you. And in that place, you get to live it out. You're the whole package, whether you believe it or not. Live it out in the ways that you're called to, and you'll see it in the things that you do. Hi, I'm Mark. I'm glad you're here at _freedom for life _. Do me a favor down in the comments. Tell me one gift that you have on the inside of you that you're investing in people and community and those around you. And if you can do me a favor, if you see somebody in your own life who doesn't see themselves at the level of life that God's called them to, invest in them by sharing this conversation with them. And if you do nothing else, at the end of the day, dominate your day.